predominant sensing of our movement in life is that this is not it. Just immediately, inescapably, this just sitting, hearing a voice, breathing, feelings in the body. This isn't it. It couldn't be this. It's a held movement that it's somewhere other, somewhere better, somewhere subtly different. And there's a gazillion different images of what that might be, but essentially that this is not it, and that this suddenness, this inescapableness of simply just hearing a voice is not the mystery. Sure, I know what this is. It's a meeting about non-duality, and that's what it is. This is life. I'm living it. I've decided to turn up to this meeting, and I'm wanting to see, can I get something from it? Maybe. Let's just say that's a little bit general, but and it seems like that either life is held to is known, and that you know yourself and you know the world and you know what everything is, or everything is utterly, totally, and completely unknowable. And that unknowability doesn't begin or end. There aren't some parts that are known and other parts that are not known. In fact, all knowability just drops into smithereens. So it seems like then there's apparently two different perspectives. One is a perspective that knows what this is. The other really isn't even a perspective. There's no held knowings. There's nothing useful. There's nothing wise on offer here. And there's absolutely nothing for sale. In a way, it's a gathering together, a sharing about just this. This is a sort of a gathering or a possibility to share and talk. I kind of liken it to an interlude. I like the idea of an interlude, but an interlude in a movie, but there isn't really a movie. There's just this scene, and it's always just this, and there isn't even a scene then. But so that's in a way, it's a sort of a context for this, but really it isn't about words. It's not about trying to. It's not. There's nothing being explained really, and that can be felt, can be, and but I suppose this inescapableness, this immediacy, this intimacy includes everything. Also, so nothing really is denied in that sense. So really all that can be said is that there is what is, however that is, and that's the mystery. But let's have a go. If there's something there that's kind of in the air to be asked, or burning or yearning to be asked, then it's there to be asked. Just jump on in and have a go, or put a comment in the comment section. There isn't life. This is free. This is stunningly free in the sense of it's not about a way to talk. It's not about a language or all the ways that we're used to of something being learned and, oh, am I doing a good job? Am I getting there? There's no getting further away or closer to just this. So in openness, then let's have a go. And if you happen to by chance be into one of these, just click unmute, don't even be polite, and jump on in and have a go. All right.
Hiya, Frank.
Hiya.
I've heard you say there's just this.
Okay.
So is that the end of the meeting?
Is what the end of the meeting? Is that sentence the end of the meeting?
Yeah.
Well, you see, in actual fact, there isn't an end or a start to anything. So the mystery is inescapably asking, is it the end? There isn't an end or a beginning. This is the start then, and this is the end. So it's not about understanding our words or knowing this is all there is. I don't know this is all there is. That's just what appears to be being said. It's not about knowing or knowledge or information. There is a sort of a chasm here that's utterly impassable. One of them is trying to pass a chasm. The other is saying there isn't a chasm. So it's this then. It's whatever has been felt and asked and wondered about and questioned. So that question appeared to want to be being asked or whatever, and it just, poop, question asked.
Yes. So we're saying it's spontaneously this.
Well, you see, even spontaneously suggests that you can use whatever words you want, right? Because no words will hit this home, because it really is as words. It is as this, we'll say, communication. It is as this conversation, but nothing really is. There's no way to bind this with a few sentences. So, but it doesn't matter then, spontaneously unfolding, or this is it, this is nothing appearing as a voice. This is nothing as a question. This is nothing as wondering. It's nothing and everything. So everything, it won't then be fit into a box or an image of what nothing and everything is. Because then it would be things again. But nothing and everything, I suppose, is a bit of a brain splitter, because it just suggests the bindability of this in words. So what we're talking about is sitting, just sitting now and hearing of a voice, the fullness of that. But the fullness also includes the but, or the whatever thought or whatever dis-ease, let's just say, that it's full with that.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why it's shared as a message.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. In a way, there isn't a message. It's unbelievable that there is a gathering like this. There's a sort of a story told at the start, which in a way tries to ground this, that we're not talking about Star Wars, for example, but we're also, it's a sort of a grounding in the felt. There is a felt yearning or tightness about life, about this, we'll say, and it seems like that's a held position. And there's an uncomfortable business about that. And then there's perhaps seeking on the back of that. But it's a total mystery, this. You see, it's a total mystery that this is coming out of a gob here, really. But in a way, it wonderfully exposes the unknowability of absolutely everything. It's just that we're so used to telling a story about everything. Oh, this is Frank. He's talking about non-duality, and he has a message to put across, right? Or whatever else. No, it doesn't have a message. He's not actually saying anything. In a way, this is a total mystery. Everything here is a total mystery. Everything. So it just so happens that this voice is talking and saying whatever it appears to be saying. But there's nothing like really trying to be conveyed. It's a sort of a suggestion, a sharing in openness, it seems, but there's nothing that I can explain to you or give to you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Not at all. Just going to read this out. It can also be feeling happy by apparent progress, like piling up chips in poker. Well, it seems like the me is happiest, let's just say, when apparent progress appears to be being made, and when it's felt that I'm on the road. I'm getting there. And I suppose it's just the suggestion is that there isn't progress to immediately, inescapably just this. So it's feeling happy, feeling sad, feeling everything. This is everything. But there just isn't any progress to this. But like I said at the start, the predominant movement appears to be that this, what is not it. It simply cannot be this. Yeah, well, it's nice getting some chips in poker, that's for sure. assuming you can exchange them for a bit of cash. See, nothing leads anywhere. So feeling happy is just feeling happy. Feeling sad is just feeling sad, and that's how it appears to be. And that's just, it seems like the meaning maker everything has to be leading somewhere. In other words, she's, I'm feeling really good today. I must be getting closer to that thingy that I think I'm looking for, or whatever.
Hello, Frank.
Hiya.
Hi, I'm looking forward to meeting you on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah,
and
cool.
I really like those 2 points you just made, that nothing really leads anywhere. And it's the me that likes to add meaning and sort of think of things in terms of a progression towards a goal. And I think I've been involved in non-duality, say, for a few months, and it's only been a realization in the last week or so that apparent or imagined progress towards liberation is nowhere near liberation itself. Would you be able to comment on that?
Well, there is no liberation, and there is no me choosing to do, or to put meaning on things. It just appears like meaning is put onto things, and there's just what is, however that is. And you see, there isn't a me that can fall away.
Yeah.
So that's impossible. So if there was a me, then definitely there'd be progress, and that's in every single way. Normally, if there was a me, there's a progress to somewhere, because me is in time and space and getting to there, and whatever that is. And even then, liberation or nothing is sought after. Essentially, they're all amount to the same thing, which is anything but this. But that's not a doing, though. It's not like, there's someone in there who's choosing to put meaning on things. That's just what is. See, it's like this description. This is just a description appearing to happen, and seeking just appears to happen, or appears to be what is described and felt. And the 99.99999% of all communications everywhere are talking to someone so that they can get from A to B, and everything is held to be the real. So I am real, you are real, time is real, world is real, and definitely getting there to a better place is also real. Because it simply just can't be this sitting, breathing, feelings, and whatever is, though. Whatever is appears like seeking, though. That's how it appears. So the terrible disappointment is that there is no liberation.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So liberation, in essence, is the end of liberation. You could say liberation is the end of enlightenment, in the end of all of those goals, targets, ideas, images, whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's very helpful. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this communication is unlike any communication out there, because other communications, they appear to be goal orientated, and yeah, the words are taken to be real.
You see,
Yeah.
this is totally, it's not even a communication. It's childlike ness in a sense, because it's an innocence about what even innocence is. There's nothing held to be real then. And it's not like then there's someone in here that goes around going, oh, well, all there is this. It's too full. So the best that can be said is, well, there's just what's appearing to happen, or that's at least this unfolding as saying that. But what are we really even talking about? We're talking about just talking, like we're just talking about this sitting on a chair, breathing. And in a way, all the held ideas are held, and they're almost probably heavy and nauseating at this stage. But normally what it seems like is that there must be something that's real. So non-duality must be the real, or liberation must be the real, or something. So to hear that there's nowhere to hang your hat on, there's no safe ground, that this is timelessness, but you won't know timelessness, and this is locationless. And then without all that, there's just inescapably the hearing of a voice. And that seems to be what these sorts of gatherings return to. Now, that's not complicated, you know, requiring any education whatsoever. So but it's just that when you hear that all there is what's appearing to happen, it's simply just the held sensing is that it can't be this. It can't be that. I can get what you're saying, Frank. I get it, but it can't be. And because something needs to happen for me, for this then. So then I'll suddenly go around saying, all there is this. Well, I'm not going around saying all there is this. All there is this is what's being said. And there's a sort of a impassibleness there, an impossibility there.
Yeah.
But it's not further down the road. It's not anything that can be held on to or grasped. It's this.
Yeah.
It's this which is the mystery, and then everything then is as mystery.
Mm. It's almost impossible to believe that all there is this.
Yeah. But it's not about believing all there is this, right? Okay.
I am. Yeah. I understand
It's not about going with it's not about a couple of sentences, really, you know, saying all there is this, or there is no me, or there's just what's appearing to happen, right? Forget all that. It's just that it seems to be the movement is held and bound by time and space and goals and understanding. And you see, understanding is that the currency of the world, really. Everything is about understanding, having, getting. And this is the one thing that good old me can't have, because it is as the wanting to have this. That's how, let's say, what is appears. So it's full to the brim as that. And that's, in a way, you could say it's undeniable that all there is that then. All there is the fullness of a thought. All there is whatever is being wondered about. All there is the hearing of a voice. It's just bound by time then. You know, bound me is here, world is there, and waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Its course is totally innocent. Course is totally simple. A 2-year-old banging the stick off the ground is nothing as that. So this is nothing as talking, or nothing as asking a question. But it won't be known then as a thing apart. It's too full, this.
Mm.
So head nodding, thoughts. She can't do that or not do that. It's just how it appears to be. But I can, but okay. Back, it's so simple and it's horribly. I used to hate hearing it's so simple and ordinary, but it's just breathing, thoughts, feelings. It's wild, also, fucking wild. Like it's everything. You just can't have it. You just can't have it. Thankfully, it'd be very heavy. Good Lord, it'd be very heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Frank. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Message here. Aren't feelings associated with their stories? The me labels the feelings. And as is being said, that's also appearing. Feelings, yeah, so it's just in a way, the label make a machine makes everything a thing apart. Me, my feelings, and then everything is held to be real. So feelings are just feelings. We could read a gazillion books, climb 1,000 million mountains, and you won't know how to feel a feeling, but feelings appear to happen. Oh, yeah. It's all a mystery then. But you could say there's a sort of you could say that there's a sort of a stickiness to the me and my feelings. You could say that things are held more. You could say that, but that's a general sort of sentence.
Hi, Frank.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you perhaps that since being involved with non-duality, whenever I watch videos or something, there's often how can I put it, almost side effects where I end up feeling worse. It's an energetic effect, and
Mhm.
I've put that down to the me resisting the message. And at the
Okay.
same time, there's been perhaps an energetic effect where the me is not seeking as much. It's as if I've been, or the me is not involved as much in my life.
Say that again. Say the last
So
sentence.
basically, would you better?
You
The
broke up for
last
the
bit
last.
was,
Mhm. Yeah, just repeat the
I'll
last bit.
try again. The last bit was, it's as if it isn't about the information. There is a clear energetic effect of this message, and even taking part in this call, there's something that changes.
Mm. Okay, well, there isn't to me, so let's just go with that one. And then whatever is being felt and described is what is being felt and described. I mean, you could say people talk about resonance and there's lots of different words, but this is holistically, completely and utterly not about words. So, because if it was about words, there would the meetings would be over, there wouldn't be a conversation, and it'd be done and dusted. Oh, okay, I get it, move on. But it sort of exposes the just happening element that, really me is looking for something, and yet then ends up in these sorts of gatherings where really it's blatantly obvious that there's nothing on offer. And in a way, you could say that's the sort of energeticness about all this, that really it's so, and it exposes it's just happening. So normally me is used to, oh, well, it's going places and I'm getting closer. That's how it is, because everything is bound by words and everything is the real. But this, you could say, there's absolutely a sort of energeticness, not even a sort of. This is the worst place for an apparent me. It's the worst place because there's absolutely nothing on offer. There's just nothing on offer. And yet there's something attractive and repellent about that, something beyond the words. And really, because it's so innocently childlike, which isn't an image either, it's just free. There's also, that is the sort of energeticness behind this communication, that not being talked at, not being talked down to, nothing being explained, nothing though being validated, though, unfortunately. So it is, you could say, both. It's just everything, really, and every reaction is possible. So that's one that was described and felt there. Another one is that this is like paint drying. Another one is just grappling and hating and trying to get this, and whatever is a gazillion different reactions. None of them better or worse, just this as that. So there's no getting any closer or further away. It's not about the concept, not about anything. It's this, like, and then, so that's what this communication appears to return to. And in a way, when this whole thing collapses, there really is nothing to say. There's nothing to volunteer, but it seems that this comes alive in a communication, in this sort of gathering. And in a way, I'm kind of looking forward to London, just for the roomness of, the interaction in a room and the sharing and the gathering of all that, because it is about that in a way. It's about this two or threeness gathered together, but it's not in anyone's name. It's not special. It's just this, and it's a wonderful mystery that there's a sort of gathering like this. Look, it appears like it has a name, so therefore it can be a subject, but really this is not, there isn't a subject, there isn't non-duality, there isn't anything here at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. So it's a kind of a gathering in mystery, but and it exposes the mysteriousness that permeates everything. So that's why, you know, to long way around to the question, it's totally illogical to appear to attend to something like that for that which is used to acquiring and yet somehow still appears at these gatherings. And that's this energetic, this resonance, or whatever you want to call it. But then, like, some can hear it, never come again. Some can, I do feel it's sort of like the, I'm increasingly sensing that it's the wonderfully and horribly unfortunate few. This sort of, it's because it doesn't seem like it's going to explode anytime soon. And it seems like also it can't be let go of. That's the, but in a way, that's the wonder, because it is as everything. There's no control. If there would be, sure, I'd just give up non-duality now and go on to do something else. I'm going to take up hot yoga now. That's where it's at. Okay, all right. Good luck with that then. To see, does that happen? That may happen. Who knows? I don't know anything. So, yeah.
There seems to be this aspect to this message that once heard, never forgotten. You can't, as you said, you can't stop this and then go on to something else and feel happy and go, okay, I'm doing this now. That's not been the case for me, certainly.
Well, it seems like it can't, if it's heard in a certain way and nobody's doing that, it's not special. But if it seems like for the unfortunate or fortunate or whatever way you want to, it appears like it can't be let go of. Now, good luck with, I think that untangling, trying to, okay, I'm not going to ever come to one of these meetings again. Okay. Or I love this, or whatever. It's all, you know, it's all, in a way, who knows who knows about anything? It exposes the wonderful, stunning mystery of everything. So then this is free to be exactly as it somehow appears to be being, which includes seeking or wanting to know it or understand it or whatever.
Or wanting to know or unknowing, I would guess.
So there isn't a thing called unknowing. There isn't a place, that isn't a place to get to either. There isn't a thing that can be known as unknowing, but it's as good as word as any, in a way, to kind of suggest the futility of all attempts to know, you could say. I kind of like it, but it's just a word though too.
Yeah.
Unknowing can't, amazing, like, oh, even unknowing can't be known then. And then it doesn't matter, and nothing matters.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Unknowing cannot be known. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Frank, so when you were talking then, about 5 minutes ago, you said, and when this thing collapses. And I nearly fell off the chair at that point, and that was the bit I wanted to hear. Can you expand on that again?
Yeah, it's great. Nothing happens, Gareth. This is that nothing happening, appearing as wanting the collapse to be true.
So that was a slip of the tongue by Frank, was it there?
In a way, everything collapses, though. Love, world, life, me, you, all the words collapse. It's just words then. So you see, if it was about, say, arriving, let's just go into that now. If it was arriving to a place where everything collapses. We'd be back in time again. We'd be back in an arriving, right? You could say the best, you're back in the linear movement of whatever, a real thing. These are just words. So the impossible gift then, if you want something really juicy, if the impossible gift that cannot be given or received, the gift beyond all compare, is nothing. And nothing isn't a thing. Nothing happening. And this is that nothing happening, appearing as whatever. If it was a thing, then it would be something, it would be some sort of experience, some sort of having, and we'd be back in the lament of time about havings and becomings and whatever else. It's just, unfortunately, and all there is the wanting it to be one thing, wanting it to be the collapse, wanting liberation to be true, wanting something to be true. Not nothing at all. That can be devastating, perhaps. Who knows? I don't know. Nowhere to put, nowhere at all, like total and utter poverty. But it's just that there's no one in there then for that poverty. It's not like difficult. It's utterly impossible because it's already the case, appearing as however it appears to be. So that thought, that annoyance or that whatever is this. If you could have it, we'd be back in the game of two. So it is then as trying to have it. It's fully as that. It's fully as hearing. It's fully as whatever. Breathing, thoughts, lock, stock, the whole lot. The whole lot. You just don't get to get it.
Nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. There is no one. Unbelievable. No one in there already, Gareth.
Yeah. When there's no one in there, it just seems life can be so fortunate or so unlucky. Whether there's someone in there or not someone in there.
Yeah.
Whatever cards you're dealt, that's how it is.
Well, it's in a way you could just say it's just too full. It's just too full then. It's full as things being a bit shit, or it's full as whatever is, just too full. So the feeling then of it can't be this, it's full as that. That's the horrible part, you could say. Seeking, it's full as that. Then, but you can't do anything with these sentences then and go around going and try to make some, I mean, people do make something useful of that. It's too full, it's so full as seeking. It's just too full. So what is? Hearing of a voice, full as that, but also full as, people being dealt a shit hand and people being dealt a good hand. It's just that there isn't anyone in there that is dealt anything. So then all there is just what there appears to be. It's the killer. So then tragedy is as tragedy, as heartache, as love, as joy, as singing, as barking, as the wind blowing, as the trees growing. It's as everything. Then everything is a mystery. But if a narrative is to be put on it, it can be such and such is lucky, such and such is no. There's just this unfolding. So feeling pissed off about something would be this as that. It's just that there isn't a right. There is no rules. You know, we're so used to rules and how it should be and shouldn't be, and trying to fit it into something. And really, that movement is about making this then somewhat knowable. That's what it really is about. And I get it. So what it is people get down to a shit hand or whatever. And that's the narrative then that can appear to be repeatedly put on this to make it then that. And the suggestion, this gentle suggestion, is that there is just what is, however that is, not you and that's.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. There's no room in the fullness to fit a me in there as well, isn't there?
No room for dear old me. God love him. The one that seems to get so much airtime.
Yeah.
There's no room. There's no. It's just too full. Like, and you know, it's just funny. Like,
the me seems to make a bit of space as soon as it wakes up in the morning. It starts to occupy the space, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's all me and nothing else. But
you could say that there is, it's living in the real maybe, and me is, you know, whatever, but like it's thoughts happen, feelings happen, everything is just appears to happen. So it may be getting up in the morning going, oh, and the alarm goes off. It's not like, there is that beautiful alarm. I'm just going to listen to that beautiful alarm. And then it might well be going, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. It's so warm and the house is so cold. I don't want to get up. Or whatever. Boundless, free, ordinary life.
okay, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Is the speaker the most unfortunate among the unfortunate few? Unfortunate few.
Yeah. You know, you can't, it can't be had.
You look good in winter clothes, Frank.
Thank you. Thank you. It was cold. Yeah, it was cold up here now. There's a bit of winter kicking in, all right. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to run downstairs and have my tea. Have a lovely, whatever. Take it easy, or take it however you appear to be taking it. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Much
Bye.
appreciated.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.